Massive warning signs are flashing here right now on my Bitcoin chart. Could we see finally the correction that is needed to continue to go here further upwards? Or is this just a potential fake out before we going to rally? That is something that we need to talk about. And of course, I have a lot of more content prepared for you, so definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will always be notified when I put out a really important video as today. So when we are going here today to the daily chart, here's my first big warning sign that I see here in the charts, is that we have here this massive upward sloping support line, and we have here on the RSI trending lower from the previous high that was here, and that is a bearish divergence. So a bearish divergence will definitely play out here at some point, but it doesn't mean that Bitcoin cannot go higher before that to $29,000-$30,000. Can still happen. We're going to see this playing out, and also the stochastic RSI is flatlining in heavily overbought territory. So also here a correction is needed over the couple days so that the indicators can all come down on the higher time frames, and then we gain momentum to go back up. So the levels that I'm still looking at is $24,000 to $25,200. That is the levels that I'm looking for when we are breaking down here. And I think this might be actually happening in the next 48 hours from what I'm seeing here, unless this candle, today's candle, would flip green and would turn into a continuation candle, and we would then get all the way to the top. So that is also still in the cards, but right now things start to look not so good for Bitcoin from what I'm seeing. Also here on the 4-hourly chart, so we got our breakout here out of that potential bull flag or pennant, whatever you want to call it, and now we are forming a really dangerous candle formation, and that is this one here. And that is an evening star where you have an initial pump to the upside, you get a doji in the middle, and then you get another one back to the downside from where the first one was coming. And that is always marking a reversal, a top and a reversal. So this pattern is a top and reversal pattern. And if this candle is not turned into a green one, or the next one is not moving here continuously to the upside, then I think this run that we have seen over the last week, the last 9-10 days, I think this run in Bitcoin has then come to an end for now, where Bitcoin will correct to the downside, and then we have to reassess the situation again. So things could come here to a halt here, where we see Bitcoin coming down potentially into the golden ratio of the 0.65, 0.618 at 24,200 to 24,400, or to the 0.786, 25,200 approximately. So these are the levels that I'm looking at once we are breaking down here from 27,768, and that will of course give us a really nice short opportunity. So if you want to short this, don't do it with a lot of leverage. I won't also not do it with a lot of leverage, but that could be a 13% almost move to the downside. If you use only 10x, that's 130% that you can potentially bank here, and that is more than enough. I would not go over that on that move to the downside because you don't know at what level we're gonna stop and reverse. So I rather have a little bit less leverage in that, so to avoid liquidation, and then trail my stop loss the lower we go here. So on each Fibonacci level, I gonna trail my stop loss from the previous one. So here would be my initial stop loss, 27,800-ish. Then when we break 26,412 and lower, then this becomes my stop loss. And then if you break the 0.786, then also here, when we break further down, then this becomes my stop loss, and so on and so on, so that we will make sure that we definitely walk away with a lot of profits here once this is happening. Then here on the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, I think we are definitely still on track here. We are now in the last phase, in phase E, where we broke it to the upside, but like I said, a correction could be definitely be possible before we see the final leg here to the upside. And guys, of course, don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, do it on BYBIT. There you still get a bonus if you sign up with my specific link. And also on Bitget, you still get $20,000 if you sign up with my link. The links are in the pinned comment below and in the description of that video. So now the last chart that I'm going to show you that is making me highly concerned is here on the 4-hourly chart, this rising wedge here, where we're bouncing up and down in between and respecting both lines, the upward sloping support line and the upward sloping resistance line. So, and I reckon even if we continue to go into the upside, 29,000, potentially a wick even above that, let's say 29.5, could be potentially the stopping point before we turn around and break here lower. So that will also give you an amazing short entry. If you look here at this level, that would be my short entry for now. Unless we are still continuing to bounce here a little bit up and down, then this would be my short entry. So 28,385 or 27,700. So these are good short entries in my opinion if you want to short this to the downside. So for long entries, I would be not looking for being so close to one of the biggest resistances that we are facing right now for Bitcoin for any long positions. If you're not in a long, don't get into a long. I would start looking for shorts once we see here these patterns unfolding on our charts. Guys, that's it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.